Yeah, so that was the assignment. Write a program to find. You input 5 marks. Okay, so you'll say input marks in English, input marks in science, social, right? And then you do total and average. Okay. Next, next topic I'm going to talk about is called string. So we have already handled numbers. We've already handled. So numbers, what we did is same as float. Okay, like plus, minus, double stars, slash, double slash, percentage. All those holds true for float as well, right? So integer and float, those are variables. Then we discussed for Boolean. Boolean we had and or not, right? So we discussed logical operations and. So you can have multiple expressions. So evaluate all the expressions to either true, false, and then true, false can be evaluated using and or, right? So we always do and first bracket. If there's a bracket, you do bracket first, then you perform and then you perform or. Okay, so now we'll talk about string. Okay, so as I said, right, string can be defined as, I call it as str1 equal to single quote string. So hello, let's say. You can have str2 as, you know, hello, right? You can have str3 equal to, say, friends, right? Sorry, put hi here, something different. Here, as I said, right, you can have triple quote as well, right? So when you start with triple, you have to end with triple quote. You can have string fourth, okay, there, something like that. Okay, so you can define either, you know, single quote, double quote, or triple quote as well. Okay, so all these are valid way of presenting or representing string. So I say str1, sorry, str1 colon str1. Okay, now you can print this. So I have, let's say, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, so you get hello, hi, friends there, right? Now we have seen, can you go to mute if you're not speaking? There's some background noise. Okay, yeah. So we were talking about, like, we know single line comment, right? So there's a single line comment. So I can write anything. Python, it's not for Python, right? It's for human being. So you can even write multi-line comments. So let's say I want to give big instructions. I want to give like, this is a sample program to test something is working or not, and if, you know, whatever, blah blah. Okay, so one option is so I want to give these 5 lines. Okay, let's say these 5 lines as comment. So one option is you give hash in front of all. Okay, but let's say I have these many lines. Now I want to comment it out. I don't want the program to use. I have few more lines. I want to comment out. So going and giving hash in front of each is kind of lengthy process, right? So what we do is we use single bracket, okay, single quote, sorry, triple quotation, either single or double. Okay, it doesn't matter. So you go here, okay, and you put 1, 2, 3, okay, and you cut it and go to the end and you put it. So this is called multi-line comment. So you can use triple quotation even for multi-line comment. So triple quotation, we have seen 2 uses now. Earlier we knew only how to, we knew that it can take string value and you can operate on string value. But now we are saying that you can even give a multi-line with it. Isn't it? So you can give multi-line comment for using triple quote. Okay, and we have seen like different ways of printing. So if I have to print, say, friends, right, you better you use double quote. Okay, or you can make this as a slash here, right? Remember, so if you give slash here, so slash and apostrophe, will become apostrophe only. The slash will remove the special meaning of closing the bracket. Okay. So these things we have already done. So let's say I want to read. So let's say I put string 1 and I say hello. Hello everyone. How are you? Okay. Now I want to know, okay, what is the first 3 characters. So you call it a slicing. Okay. Slicing means you have the full text. You don't want full text. You want sample of it, right? So we call it as slicing. We will slice it. I want first, or let's say I want fifth character. Okay. We'll start with simple one. So we'll say I want fifth character. Okay. Fifth character. Now, what is fifth? Sorry. 32, right? Yeah. I want fifth character, right? So fifth character is what? This is first character, second, third, fourth, and fifth. I want O. So in Python, remember, indexing starts from 0. So if I have to get fifth character, which value should I put? Which?
6.
No, it's reverse, right? 4. Yeah. So this is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Right? So because 0 is there, so it will be 1 minus, right? So you go here and you say, of course, comma here, and str1. We use square bracket. For slicing, okay, now slicing we use square bracket, and you'll be using square bracket. If you're doing Python, you will have no program will be without this square bracket. Square bracket, I said, is reading the part of it. So this holds true whether you're reading a string, we'll be talking about list. So even there it is used. Anything, okay, numpy, pandas, as you go for for slicing, for reading a part of it, is always we use square bracket. Okay. So this is something that you have to remember. So what we're going to discuss now, okay, if time doesn't permit, we'll come back on it tomorrow. But this is very, very, very important. Okay. Okay. This and this concept, okay, we are doing it in string, but this will hold true, as I said, for other places also. Okay. So this, okay, listen to it carefully. So if I want fifth character in Python, since the counting starts from 0, it is 4. So I say 4. Okay. So you get O here, right? Of course, I can even say 10th character. So if I get 10 here, it will give me the 11th character in this, right? So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Y, right? We expect Y. So we got Y. Okay. So this is how you pick one specific character. You don't want everything, you want one specific character. So by looking at the position, you can get it. So we have something called as length. Okay. The function is called len. We have seen print input function, int str function. This len function gives you the length of the variable. Okay. So if I give len of str1, it's going to give me the number of characters which str1 has. So I say print, there are, okay, number of characters in str1. Okay. And here you say dot format and you give length. So len function will return the number of characters here. So in this case, see, counting is natural counting. Okay. So natural counting will start from 1 only. Okay. Natural counting doesn't start from 0. Indexing, the position starts from 0. Position starts from 0. So position 5, if I tell you in Python, it is the 6th element. Okay. So the length of this will be, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on. Instead of me counting it, let's print it here using len. So what it says is it has 28 characters in it. How many characters? It has 28 characters. So what are the positions available here?
27.
27 position, right? 0 to 27. So you'll have 0 to 27 positions here. If I have to print the last character, okay, what should I give? I want the last character. str1 of
28.
no 28. If let's see, if I get 28, what happens? You get index out of range error. Index is out of range error because there are 28 characters, right? But position, I told you, right, varies from 0 to 27 only. You are trying to access a position which is not there here. You're trying to access a position which is not there. The maximum position available here is 27 only. Okay, you get it. You get this, right? Length is 28, of course. So when you count from 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 28. Okay, but if you count from 0, 1, 2, position is 0. This position is 27 only, not 28. Okay, so you have to say 27, not 28. There are 28 characters. So the numbering will be 1 minus because it's starting from 0. The position is starting from 0. Counting starts from 1, right? You can't say first element as 0. Okay, counting always starts from 1. So length gives us counting. So if you count, there are 28 characters in it. Okay, but position starts from 0. So you say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 28th element will have a position of 27. If I say 27, okay, if I say 27 and when you run it, you get the last character, which is question mark. Okay,
That makes sense.
Okay, good. So this is 27. So okay, so one option is if I tell you to do last one, you find the length. Okay, one thing is manually you count it. Manually you count it will be difficult. Here you can count it. But let's say if I'm doing str1 from user, I'm saying input a string, then you can't really count it, correct? Here because string in front of you, so we can count it 28. But if I'm taking input from the user, first time user can just say hello, second time they can say hello everyone, third time they can say hello everyone, how are you, right? So how do you know how many characters are there? How do you know how many characters are there? Using length. So using length, you know how many characters are there. In this case, I know 28 characters are there. I want last element, so I can say 27, or the best way is to say length minus 1, right? Or you say len of str1. This will give us the length minus 1. So this you use as a index. So I go here and I say str1 of is it good? Do you understand what I did here?
Yeah.
Okay. So one option is, you say length and length minus 1. I mean, manually you put, but in reality, we will not know that. Okay, we will not know how many characters. So you have to use length. You can say length minus 1. Okay. So here anyway, I have found length as a len of str1. So I can go back and I can say, and I can replace this, right? Because I've already found this here. You can say str1 of length minus 1. Length minus 1 will give us the last character. Okay. To some extent, Python is intelligent. Python says, if you want to give length minus 1, okay, you don't have to type length for me. Okay. If you just tell me minus 1, I'll understand. If you just tell me minus 1, I understand that you are doing length minus 1. Okay. So this is something different in Python. Okay. In Python, the indexing, okay, starts from forward and backward both. Okay. So if let me see. Okay. So let's say I have here, let's say H E L L O. Okay. Hi. Let's say that. So here, if you see, okay, What? Okay. So what is the position of H?
0,
0. E?
1.
1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then blank will have position 5. This H will have 6 and this will have 7, right? So let me put it like this. Okay. So you have forward indexing. Forward indexing, you have position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? You also have backward indexing. In backward indexing, this will have position -1. This is what we saw, length -1. So Python says, oh, why are you doing length -1? You just say -1, I get it. Okay. So -1. This becomes -2, -3, -4, sorry, -6, -7, -8, and -9. Okay. Remember to our
Wait.
program? Yeah.
Why did we jump from -4 to -6?
Oh, my mistake. Sorry. Human can make mistake. Python will not make mistake. Okay. You're right. My bad. Okay. So yeah. Even if I call it -7, Python will treat it as -6 only. Okay. So yeah, it was my mistake. Okay. So you can get indexing backward like this -1, and it goes on. So for example, tell me in this program we have 28 characters, right? That's what length gave us. So if I have to use the first H, capital H, using backward indexing, so what should I type?
Minus
Minus, I missed your second part.
-1?
No, -1 will be the last one, right? If I say -1, here we have seen, if you say -1, you get question mark, last character. So this is -1, this is -2, this is -3, right? And we know there are 28 characters. So what will be the index of this?
-28?
-20. No, you're right. -28. Backward, we don't have 0. It starts from -1 itself, right? So first element will be -1, fifth element will be -5, 10th element will be -10, 28th element will be -28 only. Okay. So when you run it, you get here the first H using backward indexing. Okay. So we'll stop here for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll continue. So today we have seen how to read just one character from the string. Tomorrow we'll see how to read multiple characters. I want first 3, I want last 3, I want middle 3, right? So how you do that? Okay. So we'll do that tomorrow. Any questions so far on this?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Sure. So guys, have a good time, good evening, good day, and tomorrow same time we'll meet. I'm going to put all the running notes here as well, so you can refer to the notes here. Okay, and soon I will send the video, upload the video on YouTube, and I'll send you the YouTube link. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Take care. Bye, everyone.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.